104.3 FM Sunye. Ebusuya Onyonko Minipa. Money o adepa bi achi en eneso nyame e de adom yen wo de ache yen de ya wada June ni da etoso dunsia, that is 16th June 2022. Money o sisia me no wakase duba ko abo apa ho sema edue no pepepe Jumedia Peace FM ya tudin working time ana Kofi eduru me so amede besomo na me de Jumedia Peace FM ya tudin working time de somo free sisia de akokopem premtobre na pebe da se yegina ya da se say ye ho donti no wagya we fidie na dia to Peace 104.3 FM nyame nhirawo edwuma bia wo ye na anapei nyame ma wudwa why nyame ma wudwa o wanka amen aha amen and that's why say wiem ye kakra but ewia ne nhedam pie bia sa minim bebia wo sa ne ewiem na esitie but bebia wo timenka free eye ship house abeka junction ewiem ye kakra nanso ewia no nhedam pie bia sa ye befa ne sa at least until that most ye befa ne dama. Straight away, we'll go to those of you celebrating your birthdays today. And then 16th June, Medin Kayako Jubilee House Fest. Asidan Kwao, and then Yedin Kayako Jubilee House. Now, why in the word Jubilee House, I would dinner with that and there. Yenua ba Wendy Sapon. And ne yenua ba Wendy Sapon Jubilee House and ne e na woda enti na me bonyum we dia mano no. You Endra Wendy Sapon ko ye papa eye kanema mpeni ye papa kufuo enchen ema Endra ye papa mampeni kanema mpeni eshira no bebre se wone kufuo aye dwumada na na pekra na meni Wendy di nkomo no se wone kufuo aye dwumada efutu a kufuo de ma no ena ede na bebedru pempensu a wedru sisi ntia na pedie Jubilee House fu nyina ya we show happy birthday Wendy Sapon a free His Excellency Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Second Lady Samira Bawumia, Ministers of State na mikase me bubudia adajere bebome esanse wo mungina kase Wendy, you are so hard working, especially wo mame Chief of Staff Honorable Frema Opare. Wasi Wendy, we are hard working parent and energy wono. Happy birthday to you, Wendy Sapon of Jubilee House. Na wawa. Yesi ana pay Kwame Despite I send a message. Hey, me never say ebi mu di birthday Kwame Despite send a message you. And dear Wendy. Yesi ana pay Kwame Despite I send Wendy Sapon message. And a Wendy and then woni opapa Kennedy Japan. And I'm going to do my birthday to me. Wish you and Papa Kennedy Japan. Happy birthday, Wendy. We love you so much. God bless. And then, yeah, mommy, Justina Corangton, Dina Wada, Nuaba Victoria. Yenene wo Peace FM ha ne mama Justina Quarantine Dina Wada ne. And then, your former colleague, Richmond Odro Kwating, what kind of Billy Ocean, Cecilia of Oceans TV, and then Richmond Odro Kratin, Billy Ocean of Oceans TV, and then Wawoda Abna Sewa Fusu, Cecilia Crade Wawari, Tiafro, Mrs. Mensa, O Papa, MD. Unimax Air Condition, so we show happy birthday, and Vincent Opoko Usu at 18 years, Madame Fo Eriko Usu, CEO of ATBS Securities, Neba Vincent, 18 years. So from your dad, Eriko Usu, CEO of ATBS Securities to you, Vincent Opoku Owusu, wishing you a happy birthday. Happy 22nd birthday to Newton Ekufu Boateng, level 400 petrochemical engineering student, KN University. Happy 22nd birthday to you from your dad, William Ekufu Boateng, aka Ocean of Ekuapen Amanokrom. Emmanuel Apialabi of Pentecost University, happy birthday to you from Arno Williams. And I pay me the inchia kesiye ene asida SM Obium, Chief Inspector Daniel Ejekum, we a dispatch rider, Dasepa Nyaminshirao. Let me say good morning to you, Ni Tetemensa Coach the first. And I pay some fans kakra, some fans are memano edin kan eko edema incoming chairman hopeful eye abankwa yeboa abanks by the grace of God, and I pay more fans wate adwin kese John Buedu tried and tested, making history together. Me more fans wate edia nyaminsa wom nana b osume more fans, and I pay why amazing. Amazing 3 times, and I pay me more fans. Ejumayefo amu goil full stage and a tantra na pay me see her chiamu bebre me dem wase sada pay bia mutie program way. Ejumayefo amu goil full station manager Mr. Beka W Millicent ni ejumayefo na nana hima jimfoa amuenu. Andra would drop me message on Facebook send there wawoda. Nana hima Jefua Amwenu, happy birthday to you. 26 past 11, Peace 104.3 FM Suni. Enchekrana and I pay message no ye kosu. Me kai will say this week in no menewo che lessons about the 5 covenants in the Bible. Yeah, apamoa yene Noah ye endra ene ye Abrahamic. Ene ye beye mosaic. Apamoa yene Moses ye na ene de no sawoti ase a em say differences bebria ewo Christopher yesumu no obeti ase ne pa emede say anape wenya adagire obetie message no. But my main drop me stories miensa talking about the latest strange yet very very true and confirmed stories. Papa bi we 77 years awo UK okuta Benz model be a classic Mercedes Benz ye kan near ewo UK sisia embru 20. Sa type of Mercedes Benz no, the whole of United Kingdom near wo horses here no endru 20 po. Ena odi car no akobu nsuom se okutwa car ne Brighton. Nipa car ne kwa car ne nsa okudi ne Brighton na ye friend no Omid Abbas we di 41. Na sanya Mercedes Benz ne ye fe no akwa de gya ye se ye horo car ne ma no adane ne ho pe na bu nsuo nipa no otu car ne se odi kotwa 7 odi ko ni fie aba otu car ne be 5 miles otumu se ni fie ye din ene ye si kusie bi kusie bela kusie bi ekroso no wakwan so o doju odi car no akoy was car ne kra sisi aye kira ye kase ye be siesie car no emanesi ne dada mu a ye be hia be 5,000 pounds sterling. Benz no kra yen shedan fan 90 ya wo hwe miles a clock ya just about 26,000. Na ye check ye no a ono so wan pass UK driving test. That is one kuta license. Sisi ye dina kwekujina court. Owosike bi obetua se woni a ye sentenced to 12 weeks in prison, suspended for a year, obey about 150 hours on paid work. Asamo Bonsium Ranti. You see a crowd here, omo ho adwo kakra. what the car cobons you masa, why you careful kakrabia? Ne anapay what is say Russia for womwenya echita for China afede womwe yomonim. China has vowed to support Russia, that is Russia's sovereignty and security. And the two countries will step up economic ties, and the United States is warning Beijing they are risking ending up on the wrong side of history. Mampenia or China mampeni, and were a telephone call any Russia mampeni ekasai. No was saying Esha nebo. Brofumu Beka said he reaffirmed China's support for Russia. And they spoke about closer economic ties. Guess what? China Mampenino, also no, he doesn't condemn Moscow's ongoing military assault on Ukraine. Yeah, it is no Russia, China, Ekwakota Omochi, almost in your moya nedie, hey, Obia Kobeye. On the other side, in a related story, no, Joe Biden, American Mampenino, and Anapay, he has given another $1 billion in military aid to Ukraine, bringing the total to $5.5 billion. And more, sisi America for womode abua Ukraine, a free center kwai shasi no, and that ningne could do 5.5 billion. And then I pay Joe Biden say or the 1 billion aid in military aid what they kwakoma Russia for no. Na Endra Joe Biden announced he was sending another $1 billion in military support to Ukraine after Ukraine leaders pleaded for more ammunition to help them fight off the Ukraine invasion. And tokwa ebaye enyendru beye 3 months kra $5.5 billion. And a man kunto kwe nanka mode baby be memu ha. San oh erade nyankopon. Tokwa nyewu. Tokwa say ye adamfofo ntem, ebusuen ntem, oman ntem, tokwa. Andrew, how many days in here? Then I see an bedroom 100 days, $5.5 billion. I ask I be move for who ye. There's some penny for see baby say ne baby ye. 29 minutes to midday. Ebusunya, I'm getting ready to bring you my message this morning. May I say, Bilson with you another piece, 104.3 FM.
Sampania putu sam no radio non cosuna bisefam so penite sampania putu sam no radio non cosuna bisefam station papa bisefam bonum matia sia and sambango so penite sampania putu sam no radio non cosuna bisefam so penite sampania putu sam no radio non cosuna bisefam station papa bisefam bonum matia sia and sambango
What you mu na me ma we enkyerɛkyerɛ sɛ ansa na wobɛbɔ onyankopɔn nsamrane sɛ ɔyɛ covenant keeping God no. Bisa wo ho sɛ covenant na nyankopɔn ayɛ no na asoanye bia wote aseɛ a wodi ho adanseɛ sɛ wɔyɛ covenant keeping God. Woba Kristo sum mu ayɛ wɔ nwoma baako pɛ Bible. Nanso ya na enkyerɛkyerɛ no wura asɔre bi mu a asa ɔmo Bible na so no okɔ asɔre foforo mu a ne nyina gina covenant no because it's a covenant keeping God. You started we na mekyerɛ wo sɛ ɛso no contract and ɛso covenant. Contract no ye we ma me ye we ama wo. Covenant no ne ɔwotumi ne say me we ene ne amede todwa. As a Christian you should know that you cannot give God conditions that you want to serve him under. If you can only have a relationship with God if you enter into any of his established covenants. That is the only way. What do you have to offer God? You have nothing. So if you want to have a relationship with God, understand and know the covenants that he has established. That is the only way. Yeah, na me ya se Christopher yemfa ya dwene ana se yepe yemfa nsom yankopon a yesom no no ma bendin kan acknowledge my sponsors no na afei yantoa so ana pay se me acknowledge my sponsors na me de High Sense Ghana and me de sha asem say free adwada na me de two dwa say a free 15th at the copem 17th High Sense ye the High Sense smartphones no ye the ye special promotion say endra koransuo to ye no nipa efe mu ko ye nya agro nti ana pay me kai wo say wo call High Sense showroom bia wo Ghana a free tiffy at the bepim ana for High Sense showroom bia no ye 3 days promotion nti wo ba ubenya High Sense smartphones papa ne bo no ya tete so a chese ye bo kere wa wunjindi High Sense everyday prices for everyday people ejumekwa toso mienu yes kakrabia best point savings and loans we say your dream is our business and ejumekwa toso miensa best assurance we say your protection is always assured. Okay ade achi yanko Jwada no me no ye Noahic covenant ye global ye nyina ye benefit endra ene me ye Abrahamic. Noahic covenant no me catch us say it's about survival, God promising to keep us alive. Abrahamic no ye selection onyankopon peki kru bia o se obefa saa kru no so na we shira amanfu nyina. Noahic covenant no the purpose of that covenant is for security. Now note this, Noahic covenant no a global can be a Abrahamic covenant no part B a national and a part B a international a kamenewo esan say ye Christopher, but the only covenant a national any the Mosaic covenant. Mosaic covenant no ye demand Moses to provide security only for Israel. Only for Israel. Covenant way Mr. Opaya so nati. Now let's move on. The Mosaic covenant was made with Moses and the 12 tribes that for the first time they've been constituted as a nation. Notice say first covenant Noah diano international, Abrahamic diano national and international, and a third one national. It was made with Israel and Israel alone. And this is where so often people put Christians under what is actually a national covenant with the Jewish people and made them a nation. We are not under that nation, and therefore this covenant is not with us. So what Mosaic covenant yasia ene as a Christian obey free. Notice that God first redeemed them and then made the covenant with these people whom he has rescued from slavery. Therefore, it is a covenant of God's grace. It is a covenant of security. Eye ban bobia onyankopon ne Israel for no ekọ apam bi se mwefiri nkwaso mu ena me koma mo asase bi. Na se beye a mobenya apomuden yare a ewo Egypt so saa yare ne bi emba mo so. Na atamfo bia anase nipa bonefo anam atamfo entumi embedi musu enkunim embetom enhye boso no. Se moye enhyehyeye a menemu eye idia mebo mo ho ban. Mon yare otamfo bia entumi embeye den. When wo saa asase na Nyankopon ede wo mo koso no, e free the Abrahamic covenant. So the Abrahamic covenant made them the owners of the land. But the occupation of the land was conditional. This is very important. Waiting a mosaic log nearby. No. Bosha what they share Abraham said me the asasi we be ma ono. Intina Israel for no asasi ne de ewo warm. Na se omu betumi atena so. Eno de gisa omu di mosaic covenant no so. Yankopon ka che omu se womu endi saa ayi enhyehyɛ no so. Na se omu ye aswadin di ya. Ene de wo kan Deuteronomy 28. Wo ka kire womu ne beba womu so. Have you read about the Holocaust? So what kind of Holocaust? The amazing thing is, if you read Deuteronomy 28, you are reading about Holocaust. Holocaust, the 1940s. Asamoah esi yano. Nyankopon etwa Holocaust na kire omo Deuteronomy 28 say, "Womo en this wa ebeba." Enu ekire no, ka kire omo say enu ekire no. Asase de ebeda ho aye omo dia. Nanso ebi bebe di omo so. Na etwa to kura no ye be pama omo efiri asase no so. But do ka kire omo so omo kwa asase ne omo dia ntom besen aba. The first time they lost their land was to Babylon. 10 tribes were exiled to Assyria, leaving only Judah and Benjamin, and finally they were also exiled to Babylon for 70 years. God is a covenant-keeping God. Why were they sent to Babylon for 70 years? Since I'm at 8, let me explain to you. Omoko asase no so no Nyankopon ka kire mo se asase amaba so no mfie enson bia no munja asase no nto ho mamondo e wa asase no so na me Nyankopon me make sure say afi bia afi etoso insia no mema mwenya harvest bebre the 7th year no ekomumba into 7th year no mamondo wo so Israel fo ise wo monti se dogobe nu abe omodo wa asase no so for 500 years. And Nyankopon say, okay, if you will not give the land holiday and rest, I, God Almighty, I will give my land rest. Into which every 7 years bia say asase no holiday. Na wo kekaning na bomua. Na che say isi 70 years. Into no pam wo mu free asase no so for 70 years because apama one omo koye no omo endi so. Into that Daniel, this is how Daniel knew when the exile in Babylon will come to an end, because it was said it will be 70 years. You understand what I'm saying? No, ye pamo omono na temporal. They lost the land for a temporal time, but the ownership is still theirs. That is why after 2,000 years in exile, God is bringing them back. The Israelites started coming back to the promised land in the year 1875. There are certain things in the Mosaic covenant. Semanchira wona bi aminya kwan enka ho asemu biom. Covenant way, how long is it going to last? TNE. The other covenants ni na machira Hebrew covenant ni bebe wiye. Some are everlasting, like the Noahic and Abrahamic covenant, Noahic covenant, as long as the earth remains. Abrahamic, everlasting. Mosaic covenant, how long was it supposed to last? It was given until Christ will come, and then it will become obsolete. Mosaic covenant near the my say ekosi say Christ beba ana yede wo Christ ana sa covenant no eba ewiye. When we say 10 commandments na yede ma in the Mosaic covenant no, it was repeated 9 of them. 9 of the 10 commandments in the Mosaic covenant was repeated in the New Testament. So we are under obligation to 9 of those commandments, and we are free from 1. If you're not a Christian, you will still be put under all the 10 commandments. Do you know about the 1 out of the 10 commandments given to Moses? Christopher Yeniase. I'll answer you pretty shortly, but listening to these final comments. Mosaic covenant, it is the only obsolete one among the 5 covenants in the Bible. That is the only old covenant or the only Old Testament. Inti sa wo hwe pa emra ye de ma Moses no eno nko an ye frɛ no Old Testament ana eno nko an ye frɛ no Old Covenant. Ma memo example bi obeti ase. Kwame Despite ebie Peace FM ewo mile 7. Echire eno bebie Peace FM ewo Abeka Junction Ship House. Eno ena ye operational sisia. Though ebi mu frɛ mile 7 dan Old Peace FM. Sa wo baha na wo kugina Old Peace FM. Na ka chem se Kofi mebedu. O ahia osime wo Old Peace FM. Dabi eno no etwam wo ka Old Peace FM a wo kugina ho a ye nya adwuma bia wo ho peace nya adwuma wo ho. Sa ena Old Covenant no any New Covenant no etie. Long before na Nyankopon eyi asutire se sa covenant no de ma Moses no ebe wiye. Wunya adagire na wokan Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 31. Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 31. Bible says, "The days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the people of Israel and the people of Judah. It will not be like the covenant that I made with their ancestors when I took them by hand and led them out of Egypt, because they broke my covenant." Nyankopon ka say mene mo be ya pam foforo because me kofa mo free Israel no sa pam na mene mo ye na de mo say no. So the Mosaic covenant is old and is obsolete. It has been replaced by the new covenant. Unfortunately, some people go to the Old Peace FM and say, "Here I am." Memo 2 examples of this Mosaic law. Se ebimu nimu se denyu almost saying editor amount for so. First one, do you know that in the new covenant, Christians, especially Gentile Christians, non-Jewish Christians, we are relieved of one of the 10 commandments. That is the 4th commandment. Which are Old Testament 10 commandments, no? Emu enkrompe any repeat were New Testament. The 7th day as Sabbath. That is the law of Moses. If you read the New Testament, Gentile Christians, non-Jews, we are not under the 7th day law. We are free from it. We can make any day of the week the Lord's day. Any day that we want to make it as the Lord's day, because Apostle Paul said that. To date, some Christians believe you need to keep the 4th commandment. But the New Testament sets you free. 10 commandments, and so emu enkron and a dayen Christopher so. Commandment that etoso anine eye Sabbath no. And no, it was made for a nation, Israel, and right now it is obsolete. Secondly, you are not under the law of tithing. Tithe. It was a law of Moses. Under the law of Moses, no, na tithe no, a compulsory. Went to ya, onyankopon ebufu show ebeba oso. But thank God, you and I, we are not under the law of Moses. We are under the law of Christ. we are under the law of giving, not under the law of tithing. I mean, can be wrong. Tithing, no, I know a she edema ibimu. Kanka single mothers. For a single mother, tithing is too much for her. Yet it is too small for, a flourishing Christian. You're supposed to even give more than that. We are under a new law of giving. Listen carefully. Christ expects us to give regularly, proportionally, sacrificially, and above all, cheerfully. Cheerfully in the sense that the Lord does not want your money until you are ready to give. This is the new law of giving. God is not taxing you. You are free to give sacrificially, generously, and cheerfully. But you are not under any obligation to give. This is very important. We need to be free from the law. Let me remind you, I am dealing with the 5 covenants in the Bible. Because talking about tithing, let me lay emphasis on the fact that tithing existed even before Moses was born. Abraham gave the tithe of all to Melchizedek. I am treating the tithing that is tied to the Mosaic law. You understand what I'm saying? To the tithing that is tied to the Mosaic law that Malachi preached to the Jews. A mandatory. It is a software because you say when to your tithe no man that was swa. The Old Testament no, and a person de shall come. You get me? There are so many differences in the churches due to this law of Moses creeping back, putting people under the law that we are not under, rather we are under grace. Beloved, don't let anyone put you back under the law of Moses. That is all out of the 5 covenants, the law of Moses is obsolete. 10 commandments, commandment number 4, Sabbath day is obsolete. Curses on tithing is obsolete. We are under grace now. Thank you so much for listening to my message this morning. Ochina, one shena manye bibi and Father's Day hua. Me Father's Day covenant me ba betwa so ni. But new covenant no so nkan hu hia pa o. Ye bebo ho paye. And I pay message am de brew and I pay edwumeku mi ensanda Roma. Best Point Savings and Loans to say your dream is our business. Best Assurance to say your protection is always assured. And High Sense. May Kai will say Manugu Shwa Meno Kase. So pay High Sense smartphone. One of the best phones. Reduction sales. Now when we say High Sense smartphone reduction sales na nipa ko bodom pim. Lie ne tintin and ra. Nsuo nintin nipa na anoso. Anapia me no kase megidie se nipa adoso. Wone ne ene china 3 days per any day promotion.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
104.3 FM sunia busunya de achi akasimansia na premoatu mo commercials kakrebi misre weni die mu a memfantu enim na afi mema musunia fa premto breka se bonem mesomo se me hyase a ebia na pay opese wo send mobile money edema obi nanso wodwene ho se ne ebetete wo na afi wonhunu ne awonye mamenkai wo se Vodafone Cash still are free. Switch to Vodafone Cash today. Just dial *110#. Send money without extra charges. It's only e-levy that is applied. Vodafone, further together. Now you can pay your utility bills with ease through EcoBank. Simply pay your postpaid electricity, water bills or DSTV subscriptions conveniently on EcoBank platforms. Select the pay bills option on EcoBank mobile or pay online through the EcoBank internet banking platform. You can also pay in person at any of the over 6,000 EcoBank Express points across the country or at any EcoBank branch. It's that simple. For convenient payment, always use EcoBank. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Enche krana mema memuso. Nansa na mema memuso no me kai abata nyina se Kelkis toothpaste. Eye toothpaste bia eye ade foforo aba. Ye de strawberry ne de aye. Nti wo de hye bia we de free mfie mienu de kopem mfie nsia. Strawberry na wo mu nti nkwala ne neji ho. Ana power friend say ombra na ontwetwe ne sia. Nya de a we no ebe ye hide and seek. Kelkis toothpaste no Mami, se wodi twi wo ba ne se a emfaso wo hu no edoso but meka emumiensa emfaso edi nkan se wodi Kelkis toothpaste twi wo de hye ne se a ebema ne se no ebepa efita wa wo hu kura we ni beji etoso mienu se enumuka bi ewo akoda nenumu a Kelkis toothpaste no ebeye efiri ho etoso miensa Kelkis toothpaste no de twi akoda ne se a ebebo akoda ne se ho ban na fe ama ese no enya hoden Nyamede sorry so na pay eyen kaibo e free Joy Industries. Se wa wonim se oni ye nim no ewia no anadwo yen so kane anhwe nanim Joy Industries de enyoma e free akache ba no ni nyina ye nyoma papa ebo nipa. Yen ene de Joy ointment. Wonim se ansa na Joy ointment eba Ghana memo ha no na honam ani yare etu atese obeti krodo so amfere wase na chese ye honam ubehu se e free se Joy ointment buy no Ghana fo honam ani yare ye ni biom ye de fofora ba we e ya pomudin edin de Vical 20 Vical 20 no enye eduro a wo twen e yare ansa na wanom na mmom na wo kobe e na obenom Vical 20 no esanse eye immune booster Emma sojafo a ekotia yare ewo honam no wonom a omunya ahoden bo ho ban. Vical 20 is made from 100% herbs known for boosting the immune system to fight diseases and infections. So there you are. Vical 20 is your ultimate immune system support for general well-being. Ye kana sa ne akirikirem kakra se oba wa fa yefunu. Oba wa makwada no fo. Ne akwada wondi mbrumfie dumienu. Mode mon kan okọ drugstore bia na pay mi guso abeka se okọ drugstore bia obenya Vical 20 etufo betumi afre 0244 585531 and 0244 876321